Tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bears and the Jets coming up next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of... They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, it's Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Darnold now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 87 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it, doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Play action. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 7 yards, the pickup there. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 24 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but, boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point on the can, up and good. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. On 1st and 10, Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. To throw again on second down. Darnold, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Darnold. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under pressure. They got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete right side to Kmet. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Darnold's throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Darnold from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Wilson. Again, he finds more. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. From the 31, Darnold.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Henry Ruggs.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Extra point by McCann. Up and good.
That will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and 2, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Second down and 3. From the 50, it's Darnold.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's hit the bounds.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, it's Darnold. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Chase Young
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
That's the kind of play you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Henry Ruggs
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Extra play by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. It's Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Now, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. On 1st down, Darnold. And he he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here to Kmet.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Play action. Now Wilson.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Henry Ruggs,
his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, Bears.
Cooper Kupp,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Wilson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A 1st down throw, Darnold. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Robinson's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Darnold completes it, and that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Darnold from the red zone now. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Gold with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drives 7 plays in length. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Big yardage that time
for the Jets.
And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Darnold on first down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Caught by Montgomery. Powers by at the 40. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Henry Ruggs.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll be taken down. The Jets get there for a sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Darnold's throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds. And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well? I would. Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. Gold with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play. And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation. All about the numbers. All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now. They don't lie. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position. And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given... And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later? I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later. Gold able to tack on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it. In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things. Here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down. And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever. And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it. We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 102 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the